Taliban sources say they are in control of full control of Afghanistan after claiming to have overrun the last holdout in Panjshir province. But their claims have not been independently verified, with reports of ongoing fighting. Resistance leaders insist they have not given up. Thousands of fighters from regional militia and remnants of the old Afghan army have massed in the mountainous Panjshir region. And former Vice President Amrullah Saleh, who was leading the opposition fighters, denied Taliban claims that he had left the country. Journalist France Marty joins us now from Kabul for more. France, history tells us that the Panjshir Valley is almost impregnable. The Soviets couldn't take it, the Taliban before 9/11. How credible are their claims of victory now?
It seems that these were like wrong reports yesterday. It wasn't like officially announced that the Taliban have taken Panjshir, but sources very close to the Taliban. Afterwards, there was aerial firing all over Kabul, suggesting that Taliban fighters themselves thought they have taken it. Today, no one confirmed this like officially, and as you said, resistance leaders have denied it. To definitively confirm how the situation in Panjshir is difficult because they switched off the phone networks inside the valley. So all the contacts that I have inside the valley, they're not reachable. But yeah, given that the Taliban today in the morning didn't claim outright victory officially, they are still holding out in the Panjshir Valley.
Okay, now coming back to the capital where you are, the Taliban have been saying they're on the verge of naming a new government for Afghanistan. Do you have any details?
There are no confirmed details yet. The Taliban are not communicating much in advance. They haven't done so during like the past weeks. So talks are going on or have been going on about the formation of a new government. There are like reports from anonymous sources that say that there will be like a supreme leader and an unelected council, more or less, with all the high-ranking Taliban members in it, but this is like unconfirmed, and such sources have proven like unreliable in the past. Also now it's not clear whether they will announce a government today or tomorrow. There is no clear messaging from the Taliban in this regard.
And, you know, the world has been worried about the situation of women in Afghanistan with the Taliban takeover. And we understand women in Kabul have been protesting the temporary sending home of all women workers by the Taliban. And they think it'll become permanent. How is the economy going to function without these people?
Depends. Some part of the economy there was already before like a small woman workforce. There it won't have that much of an impact. However, for example, I was told that telecom providers, mobile phone network providers, they had a significant part of their workforce were like well-educated, well-trained women, and they have apparently already now expressed that if women are not allowed to work, they have a problem to run their operations because such a significant part of their workforce are women.
Okay, France Marty in Kabul, thanks so much for that insight. And as we just heard, the Taliban have delayed the announcement of their new unelected government. An announcement has been expected for days, with no outcome so far. The new leadership faces an immediate economic crisis, however, with the United Nations warning of food shortages and calling for more international aid. European countries say they won't assist the Taliban unless they uphold human rights. For many Afghans, daily life remains a struggle.
Day laborers at a collection point in Kabul, waiting in vain for work. Since the Taliban came to power, they say, there has been less crime and it's become safer, but that doesn't fill their stomachs.
We sit around all day. There are no jobs. We don't earn money and everything has become so expensive. A bag of flour costs twice as much now, a good 20 euros. What are we going to do?
Prices are going up, goods are in short supply. Lots of challenges for the new government, likely to be led by the Taliban's Mullah Baradei. Baradei is one of the Taliban's co-founders and was imprisoned in Pakistan for several years. Following his release, he led the negotiations that led to the Doha peace agreement last year. He is considered a pragmatist. In Kabul and elsewhere in the country, some women recently demonstrated to be included in the new cabinet and are demanding an active role in politics for themselves. The Taliban should respect the progress we have made in various areas, like sports or women's rights. Our appeal is to the new government and the global community. There was a scuffle with some Taliban fighters, but the women were able to continue their demonstration. Afghans are testing the limits of how much they can speak out under the new regime.